Alright, hey guys, and welcome back to another video. I am the Twisted Jedi, and this is number 2 in our Killstreak Breakdowns. Obviously, I did Princess Leia last time. This time we are looking at Kylo Ren. So if you haven't seen this, or you didn't see the first video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through my own killstreaks. This one is a 53 killstreak with Kylo Ren. So I'm just going to kind of give you guys what I was thinking while I was going through the killstreak, some tips and tricks as I go along, and why I do certain things, and how I sort of play to make the most out of my hero streaks and keep them going. Obviously 53 isn't like the biggest kill streak ever, but it's pretty good with Kylo Ren in my opinion. And for me, 53 is a really high kill streak for like my style of gameplay. Usually I'm quite aggressive, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to talk about it as I go along. You can see we're on Jakku, and I'm going to get into it now. So hopefully you guys stick through the whole video and you enjoy it. Let's get into it. So we're already at 7 kills at this point. I get hit by a Stinger pistol, so right now I'm kind of going to back off a little bit because we all know how broken the Stinger pistol is. That tends to just eat away at your health. So if you keep pushing in at that point, it's just going to be bad for you. You're going to end up taking too much damage. So I drop back a little bit, wait for my health to regen. Aerial Trooper, get a quick pull towards me. The good thing about Kylo is he has really fast swing speed. So the fact you can do 2 hits, take out an aerial or an infantry, and the swing speed is really fast, so you're not staying in one spot too long. It doesn't give the enemy a chance to line up shots. Right here, this is the glitch on Jakku where the ship has landed and it's still in the first phase. You can obviously see enemies through that, which makes it a little bit handy, but yeah, it's not something you want to do. This is wicked right here. Get a 4-man pull, take out 2, Stinger pistol on the 3rd, wipe him out, and then unfortunately he got a couple of ticks on me, so I dropped back again. I left the 4th guy. I think someone else killed him, but you know, I drop back a little bit, let the health regen before I push back in. It's just, again, keeping your health pool high, making sure it's up the top before you push back in. Otherwise, you're just going to end up losing too much. So right there, I got hit by a Vanguard. So I had to wait for my health to regen. That guy rolled off the edge, but the pull wasn't far enough anyway, so it probably wouldn't have caught him. Right now, I'm rolling the extended pull card, so more range with the force pull. The further leap with Frenzy, and also the health on kill card. So obviously health on kill card's a simple one, you need that, and then the other 2 is more for closing the distance. You'll see a lot of the kills that I get are from range, like I'm pretty far away, which is quite good. You gotta watch the swing spammers, because anytime you're attacking an infantry, a hero is going to try and come and destroy you while you're attacking someone else. So pay attention to the way I use the abilities. A lot of the time when I use pull or freeze, I'm jumping in the air. It gives you a better angle to hit enemies. See again there with the pull, it gives you a much better angle to get kills, so that they're pulled, you get more of them in there when you use the ability. This one I'm using cover, so I know which enemies have seen me and which enemies are shooting at me. So they're the ones you kind of want to take on first. Obviously, if an enemy is not looking at you, they're not really a threat. So you want to take out the guys that are staring at you and already shooting at you. And if you had a look in that clip, you guys can rewind it if you need to. But I kind of used the stuff that's around the map to cover myself from the guys that were shooting at me. Whereas I may have been exposed to the guys that weren't looking at me. So that's something you want to pay attention to when you guys are doing kill streaks. Don't worry too much if someone's not looking at you, because they're not an immediate threat. Take out the ones that are already staring at you, and that's going to help big time. That one there I got a freeze, but the rocket trooper stole my kill. I get hit by a Leia secondary, so obviously there's one camping up the top of the map. And right here, I was trying to activate Frenzy, but sometimes those of you guys that play Kylo a fair bit know that sometimes Frenzy doesn't activate properly. I should have just like hit him normally and killed him that way. That actually happens a couple of times during this streak as well, so you'll probably see it again in a minute where it doesn't work and I'm running around looking like an idiot. Again, quick freeze. Stinger pistol hits me twice, so I've got to back out. Try and get up a side corridor here. This second phase is really good for Kylo. This is where he thrives the most. It's quite an open area, but it's got a lot of cover, so that's what you want to look for when you're playing with Kylo. Quick pull. Couple of kills. Notice that I swing as he's coming towards me. I didn't wait for him to land before I swung to kill him. A lot of the time, if you time it right, you can get a lightsaber swing as they're closing in, and you can take them out really quickly. It just helps you standing there waiting for them to land, otherwise you're too exposed at that point. Here again, trying to activate Frenzy, didn't work, so I have to back off. That's just like the game not working the way I want it to and kind of bugging out a little bit, but I could have gone again with just regular attack, but we get a kill on Luke there. That was a simple effect of what I told you just before. I said that normally a hero will wait for you to attack someone else, and then they'll attack you to take you out. This is just a clean 4-man wipe on everyone that was in that area. That was real nice. I really actually like watching that playback. It's quite cool. Frenzy is amazing. Like, probably one of my favorite abilities in the entire game is Kylo's Frenzy. The way he jumps towards enemies and bounces from one to one. So effective when there's a cluster of enemies around each other. Just really fun to use. This guy's like hiding behind the wall trying to be smart, but didn't really work out for him. But yeah, like I was saying with heroes and stuff, you want to wait for them to attack an infantry nearby and then go for them. By all means, that's sometimes the best way to do it. Because they're distracted trying to get an infantry kill, and you can come in behind them and wreck them, just like I did to that Luke a minute ago. So there's one little tip you guys can look for when you're playing in the future, especially to take out heroes. Most people run from heroes. You don't always have to, unless you're severely outnumbered. You'll see in a minute I push up into the like closer point in the map, like further in. And there's Han and probably about 4 or 5 infantry, so I don't worry about pushing. At that point, it's kind of suicide, so you don't want to do that too much. But we got Finn down here. I left him. I probably should have gone for him. I don't think I saw him when I was playing. But we got a kill on the heavy. Got a 2-man pull towards me. Kills one. Turned around. The other one was behind me with explosive shot, so I didn't bother trying to take him out, because at that point, you're just going to lose too much health. You know, once an explosive sentry or a supercharged sentry is lined up at you and charging, there's no point trying to stand through it and tank it. It's just going to wipe you out. This guy thought rolling was a good idea or a good trick, but let's try spinning. That's a good trick. Take out a couple more heavies. The good thing about Kylo's Frenzy, look at that. See, 4 or 5 there, so I didn't push in. The good thing about Kylo's Frenzy is closing the gap. That's the best thing it can possibly do. Now, I fall back here because I saw Leia and about 3 other infantry pushing towards me. But I managed to jump straight into a thermal imploder, which that's my fault. Like, I should have run the other direction, but it's not always something you can avoid in the heat of the moment. You're so focused on, you know, where you're being shot from, you don't always see that grenade coming through. Right here, I just thought I'd mess with Han a little bit. Of being that typical scumbag Kylo Ren and try and attack him. But look how many people are up the top of the map. I just left it. Ran away. Luckily, I got through and up to the top phase. Or the top sector, I guess. I think it's is it the west exit? Or the east exit? East exit. So, I push up here usually because it's quieter on Jakku. Obviously, there's a Wookiee like standing there. But I didn't worry too much about him. With a Wookiee, 1, 2 strikes and then Frenzy. That's what you want to do. So, two strikes is enough to take out more than half a Wookiee's health. But the thing is, they've got the ability where they can buff themselves. So they can give themselves more health. At that point, that's where you want to activate your Frenzy. Because the flurry of attacks, the Wookiee won't be able to line you up because you're moving so quickly. And you can take him out quite easily. We take out a heavy there. So tip with that one, you see the sentry lined up shooting at me. Force pull. The force pull immediately stops the sentry. Well, it doesn't stop it, but it kind of throws off their aim. Because they're being ragdolled by that pull effect. They can't line up the sentry on you, so they've got no chance of really hitting you. Which is probably great, so it avoids you losing health. It's something you want to be doing all the time. Again, utilize the block. Palpatine kind of stole my kill there, which I was... If you guys were watching the stream when I got this streak, I was extremely salty about. This one's just the hit detection issues that Battlefront 2 has. I was swinging like a madman and not connecting, which is... Dice, please. But, you know, it's one of those things that you have to deal with when you're playing the game and when you're playing as a hero. So, we're going to go up into the East Resistance Transport for this phase, which is, if you didn't know, there's a little pathway here on the right-hand side. Look at this. You can run all the way around the outside and come in behind the whole enemy team. So if you guys didn't know that was there, it's really handy for coming in behind the enemy team. Freeze didn't work, which is always handy. We kill that, but then, again, you attack an infantry or an aerial, and there's a hero trying to swing spam you from behind. So Obi-Wan tried to chase in behind me. I get stuck on some environmental clutter, so I've got to stand and block here. Luckily, he was a bit of a swing spammer. He didn't really know how to lightsaber duel properly. He obviously hasn't watched my video, which he probably should. And if you guys haven't, you should watch it too. But now I've got Anakin and Obi-Wan chasing me. So I have to retreat here. There's no way I can take on both of them. Even with Palpatine there, it's really risky. So that could have ended my streak right there if I had gotten caught. Obi-Wan managed to push me, but I'm just lucky Anakin didn't pull me back towards him because that would have had me killed for sure. Now with this one, I know there's enemies running through, but there's a couple. So I wait. Look at this. Take out the Wookiee first. I didn't bother going for the aerial, which is probably the easier kill. But I wanted to take out the Wookiee to avoid me losing more health. This guy was a scumbag with a stinger pistol. And this is just a retreat moment. Freeze and retreat. I've got to get out. Because that Wookiee, with the stinger pistol still draining me, if that Wookiee had gotten a couple of shots into me, I would have been gone. I would have had absolutely no hope against that. So, push back in now that their health is regen. I see some people to the left. And I know they're going to be coming through this exit. So, quick kill there. Look at this. 4-man multi-kill, including Han. Absolutely hectic. Like that. Oh my god. So nice. And then I get hit from both sides. Quick freeze. Get a kill. Try and get myself out of that situation. I don't think I actually got 4 kills for that spot with Han just a minute ago. But I definitely got a few. And I think maybe 1 or 2 assists as well. So... we push in here. It's almost done, so we were almost finished the round. We're about to take the objective, but you just want to keep essentially supporting your teammates. And this aerial tries to jump down on me. I don't know why. I don't know what his plan was, but he just hides in the back here. Like, why? He missed his rocket shot too, so that kind of had him screwed in the first place. But yeah, this is about to end here. I could have gotten a lot more kills right here, because you see there's actually a few enemies in there. This guy runs, so I try to chase him. Pulls another guy towards me. He decided jumping off the edge and killing himself was better than dying to me. But that's exactly how you run Kylo Ren, or my thought process when I run with Kylo Ren, and kind of how I avoid dying and how I maximize my kill streaks. He's got really good abilities. The pull and the freeze are great to close the distance. And the leap that's on Frenzy is probably one of the best abilities in the game, like I said before. So... Kylo Ren's actually my favorite hero to play. For those of you guys that don't watch the live streams, you might not know that, but he's definitely my favorite hero. I think he has the best set of abilities. He's probably the most balanced out of all of the heroes, and he feels like a hero when you play him. Like, he used to be really weak, but now he doesn't, so he's quite good and effective now. So, hopefully these tips helped you guys out. Hopefully it's going to help you maximize your kill streaks with Kylo Ren in the future. And you guys can obviously learn something from my gameplay and kind of my voiceover commentary that I've just given you, and it could help out. If it did help, definitely smash a big thumbs up on the video. The Princess Leia one, it went pretty well, but I would really love for the Kylo Ren one to go better than the Leia one. So drop a comment down below and let me know what you thought of it as well. And if you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe for more of these in the future, as well as news updates and other Battlefront videos. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I hope it helped. I will see you in the next one. I am the Twisted Jedi, and may the Force be with you always.
The Sith